Hi, this is week 6 in Bio 240, and we are doing our weekly video. I'm using my son Braden here in my experiment video this week, and we just pretend ate a cheeseburger, and we're going to discuss how that the process is of the digestion. Now we know that there are two parts of the process of digestion. One is mechanical, one is chemical. Mechanical digestion begins with your mouth and your teeth tearing apart the food, grinding it into small bits and pieces so that you can swallow without choking. The muscular walls of the esophagus, stomach, and intestines continue mechanical digestion, pushing the food along, breaking it into smaller particles. Did you know that?
No.
No? So chemical digestion occurs at every point in the digestive system, beginning when you see or smell the food. So you have sensory events that set off nerve impulses from your eyes, your nose,
And
that
your
trigger, that trigger the release of enzymes and other substances that will eventually break down food and release the nutrients inside your body to help you strong and grow big, right?
Like this.
Yes, that's right. So, tasting and chewing in the digestive process is where, so pretend that we ate a cheeseburger. And what did you do with that cheeseburger?
It went down my throat to my tummy?
Well, first you chewed it up. So you chewed it up and you're chewing and you're breaking it apart into small manageable pieces so that you don't what?
I'm joking.
That's right.
You don't just swallow.
Right, you don't. We have to chew up our food really good. That's why our teeth are important.
Yeah.
The salivary glands release a watery liquid, which is saliva, to compact the food and mash it up into, so they can break down and go into your throat easily. Get back, Ranger. And then there's enzymes in the saliva that begin to digest carbohydrates from that hamburger that you ate. So if you think about it, a human digestive system is like a really cool thing. Food enters your esophagus, and your salivary glands release a rush of saliva to the hamburger to help it slide down more easily. Then your esophagus muscles swing into action. Like the rest of your digestive tract, the esophagus is a bunch of muscles that contract to produce wave-like motions that help move the food down, and could also refer to as peristalsis, or peristaltic contractions. Is that funny?
Yeah.
Pushing the food down towards your stomach.
When is this going to be over?
In a minute. So digestion in the stomach, your stomach is right here. To the left, right below your what?
My heart?
Your heart, that's
Right
right.
here.
Yes, that's right.
On your nipples.
So your stomach is a pouchy part of the digestive tube, is located to the left side of your body above your waistline behind your ribs. And like the walls of your esophagus, the walls of your stomach are strong and muscular. They contract with enough force to break food into even smaller pieces than when you chewed it up. And then you have it releases your stomach juices. Highly technical term for highly acidic acid. And it begins your digestive of the proteins and fats into your body blocks, the building blocks of your body. Amino acids and fatty acids. I know, that's funny, huh? So the walls of your stomach and the stomach juices, the amino acids and the fatty acids and all that good stuff, they start to work the food down in wave-like motions. Again, like contractions, squeezing and releasing, getting all the food down. Fatty acids?
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later after we're done doing our video. Okay. So wave-like contractions pushing that cheeseburger all the way down along into the small intestines. where your body begins to pull out the nutrients that it needs. So the important stuff that makes you strong.
So like this. Oh.
Yes. So, okay, that's enough. Hold on. So, Brayden, stop, please. Your hand, my hand right here. Put your hand right here. Can you feel your stomach right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you have 20-foot-long small intestines that food has to work through. It's perfectly coiled up. You know what that means? Like a snake, coiled like a snake.
Yeah.
And just like your esophagus and your stomach, contractions of the muscles of your small intestines push the food along. And then, from there, the bile from the liver and the gallbladder acts as an emulsifier. And then your pancreatic and intestinal enzymes complete the separation of proteins and amino acids. And then more contractions push along the intestines and the cells in the intestinal walls, and it grabs the sugars and the amino acids and the fatty acids and the vitamins and minerals, which are then sent off to your body for energy as a building block for new tissues. More contractions, then you get to your large intestines, and also sometimes called the colon. And then think of this area as a giant sponge, and you presses together all that food, absorbs the water from the mass you deliver, and squeezes the dry leftovers into compact bundles of waste. And then what happens when the food turns to waste? You go poo-poo. You poop it all out,
yeah.
right?
When you eat something, then it's the next day you poop it out.
That's right. The next day you poop it out. And if you don't, then you get a bellyache. So after all your friendly bacteria digest any amino acids remaining in the waste, and they excrete smelly nitrogen. In the process, scientists call that passing gas. Well, not just scientists, but we do too. Muscular contractions in the rectum push the feces out of the body, and the digestion is finally done.
Yay!
Right.
And that includes our video.
That includes our video. So have a great week.
Have a great week.